kicked me back, be astounded by the night. I'm probably had to kill.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, guess we're recording here. Coming to you from the living room today through the laptop because I'm just trying to put this little quick video together for you and let you know what's been going on. We're getting ready to go back full steam. About done with the year now from my real job, and I'm going to start on the Tercel again. In the meantime, there's been a lot going on. I picked up, it was a long story. Because I travel all over the state of North Carolina, one day I come across a 82 Toyota Starlet sitting at a garage and stopped talking to the guy about it, and turns out he was going to scrap it. So I was able to pick it up for pretty cheap. I got it, went through a little trouble to get it, got the title and everything. I was going to keep it because I like these old cars. But then I started thinking, if I take this car and sell it, I can make enough profit to probably finish the Tercel. So I put the car for sale. And while I had the car for sale, like I always do, have been looking at some cars and looking at things that I've always wanted. And I thought the best way to take this money and make it last a little longer than just in finishing the Tercel with it would be to invest it. So that's where Walter White comes in. I was on an online motorhome forum. I've always wanted one of these trucks and found a good deal on one in North Carolina. It's a 83 Toyota Dolphin, but didn't buy it to exactly keep it for a motorhome, and that's what you're going to see through this video. I didn't take a lot of video or anything doing this project, and I'm not finished with it, but the main basis is finished so you can see what's going on. I just needed to get it where I could use it for work. And by work, I mean the metal work that I do on the side besides the cars and also the cars. And hopefully this is going to work out to be really cool and you're going to like it in the end. So what we got here is the interior of this motorhome, and you can see it's really roached. The roof was leaking, the floor was rotten, you can see the cab over part up at the top was leaking. It was just really bad shape. Now I have seen guys restore these. I was not going to put that much money in this thing. Guys, I picked this thing up for $1,400, which is exactly what I sold the little Starlet for. I've always wanted one of these to strip down and make a flatbed truck out of. So that's what I started doing. I started stripping it down in my yard here. My wife was not very happy about this. I took about 4 truckloads of debris to the dump before it was all said and done. But I got it stripped down there, you can see, with just the tanks and stuff on it. All this happened over about a month period. I picked this thing up July 1st, and by September 1st, I had it stripped down. And as you see here, this is where I stripped it down to the frame. Started building a frame over the top there. I cleaned the frame up and then OSFO'd it. If you've never used that stuff, it's great. It turned the frame that black there. And then we started building that piece. That piece goes over the front. I wanted that to be separate than the bed in case I ever did need to take it off. And also, I wanted real easy access to my fuel filter and stuff. Took it to get it inspected. That was the first trip there to Chick-fil-A. with no sheet metal on anything, so I had the convertible. Came back home after getting inspected, started building the bed for it. 2-inch square tubing. The back end, I didn't have the steel, so I went ahead and sheeted it in with plastic for now, and put eighth inch diamond plate aluminum on the rest of it. Here she is, all ready to go on her first trip, which I took up to High Point. It was a pretty good ride. About 150-mile round trip. Everything did pretty well. So guys, that's Walter White. And the plan with this is not just for a flatbed truck, because I do need a flatbed truck to haul around the big metal projects I do, stuff like that. But the plan is to be able to haul the tercel on the truck. Now, yes, I'm building a streetcar, but I found out from past experiences, if you try to race your streetcar, you're more than likely not going to drive it home, at least sometimes. I want to be able to go do some track days and stuff. It's just going to be a whole lot easier for me just to pull the car on the truck, load all my gear up, and take it. And, you know, the money that I'll save by having it will be great, because what I'll be able to do is take my camping gear with me and save money from not staying in a motel, because I'd rather camp out, honestly, especially if it's cool enough. So that's where this project is, and right now it's just sitting there. I've been driving a little bit back and forth. We're gonna do some filming with it. We got to jack up the front end, get the front end level with the back. It's got a little bit too much rake for me right now. We're gonna get all that, and I'm gonna try to document that and share it with you guys. And like I said, the main thing we're gonna do is get back on the tercel. Oh, and I kind of picked up another project here. I had a AE86. I don't know if I've shared this with y'all. I picked it up. Yeah, I did, to get the tercel motor. So I had the shell sitting out there, and of course, you know, I thought about making this a project. But I ended up trading it, and what I traded it for was this. Always liked the T72s, you know, but never had a chance to get one. Guy I know said, "Hey man, sure would like to get that 86 from you." And I said, "Well, you know, you want to buy it?" He said, "Oh, I'd rather trade." I said, "Great." So I got this. It's got 3TC in it, header, cam, Weber. I have not gotten it running yet. I know it does run. I went to his house originally to help him get this thing running. Turns out the distributor was 180 out. He got it running. It wasn't running well. Told him it probably, you know, had bad gas in the tank and needed to all be cleaned out. And then not too long after he took the tank off and everything, he kind of lost interest and decided to trade for the 86. And I went and picked it up, and now it's sitting in the yard. So that's going to be a project. The only thing really wrong with that is all the wiring was just twisted together and taped, which I don't do. So before I even try to do anything, I just went ahead and pulled the ignition out. It's got an MSD in it. Pulled that out, and I'm working on rewiring that now. We're going to do some video. The main thing I've been doing is remodeling the shop. So we're going to be able to get some better video. We've got more room in the shop. We're going to be able to get more cars in there. And it's going to be a little less of a junk hole and more of an actual working shop. Just had so many projects going on over the winter that it got too big of a mess in there to do anything. And of course, the tercel was taking up so much space. So I've been remodeling the shop, and we'll have some new videos coming from there soon. Like, subscribe, share me with your friends. Could use some more subscribers. We're up to 50 now. So you could say you have been here since the beginning when we get big. See you guys next time.